Hello, my name is Christopher Hobbs. I'm an openSUSE member and a member of the openSUSE GNOME team. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about SUSE Studio. It's a platform for building and deploying Linux software applications. Let me start by saying I'm not affiliated with the SUSE Studio team, nor am I a member of their team, but I am an alpha tester, and as you can see on their website, you can sign up for the alpha as well at the bottom of the screen. So with all of that out of the way, let's get started. You notice when you first go to the SUSE Studio website, you're presented with the friendly robot serving up your appliances on a platter. You could watch a far better screencast that explains everything that they did, or we can jump right in and build an appliance, which is what we'll do today for GWAVACon. So we'll come in and build an appliance. You can see that there's several different login methods. In this case, we're going to go ahead and use Google. I believe my information is cached. Normally it would take us through a password process, but this should log me right in. So once we're logged in, you can see that I have several appliances available. I've already run through and did a test demo with the GWAVACon demo, but I'm going to go ahead and delete that so I can show you how this product works. You see that I have other demos as well. Most of these are just test drives, but some of them I've used to deploy appliances within our organization. So why don't we go ahead and create a new appliance. And this will use a juice template to form the basis of our appliance. I'm kind of a current software fan, and I'm also on the GNOME team, so why don't we make an openSUSE 11.1 GNOME appliance. I am told that SLES will be available once this product comes to fruition. Currently, openSUSE is only being used for testing. So this will go ahead and load up the basis of our appliance here. So we're met with this welcome screen. On the left, you can see some statistical information about our appliance, and right here on the right, with the friendly robot, we'll go ahead and name our appliance. We'll call it GWAVACon. If I could type, GWAVACon demo. And if I hit the enter key, you can see it saving in the top right. So, why don't we move on to software? If you're familiar with SUSE at all, you're familiar with these patterns down at the bottom. There's several software patterns that we can choose from, and we can add our own repositories. Here we'll go with the defaults. I'm a Ruby developer, so why don't we make this a machine for Ruby development? We'll go ahead and click on Development Pattern, and you can notice there's a ton of packages available for us in the development pattern. So to narrow things down, why don't we search for Ruby in the development pattern, excuse me. Now, that didn't help us much. There's already a ton of Ruby packages available. However, there's a popularity rating over on the side that tells us how popular an item is and how frequently it is used. In this case, this is 100% 5 stars, and it's used in 20 appliances. It's also the Devil Ruby package, so this is the one we want. Now let's go ahead and clear out our search and add some more software. Nobody likes to work all the time, so why don't we add a game here? I won't tell anybody if you don't. I'm a BZFlag fan myself, so let's search for BZFlag. You notice it starts searching as I type. And when it comes up with positive hit, it'll display that for me. In this case, BZFlag being the only one, it's 100% popularity, and it's used in 18 appliances already. So we'll go ahead and add it to ours as well. So once we're done choosing our software packages, we can review the selected software we've had at the top. We've got several patterns that we've chosen, and we can edit them and remove them as we see fit, and several packages listed that form the basis of this template, as well as the Devil Ruby pattern that we added, and the BZFlag package that we added. Let's move on to configuration. Now under configuration, we can configure several aspects of this machine. We're going to go ahead and use English as both our locale and keyboard layout. And I'm going to set the time zone to Central Time because that's where I'm from. So we'll choose USA and choose Central Time, Chicago. I'm going to go ahead and disable the firewall. You can leave it on and open up whatever ports you like. Be easier just to disable it. You can choose your network settings as you see fit. Let's stick with DHCP for now. And let's go ahead and edit our users. In this case, it already gives us the root user, and it gives us this default user named Tux. Why don't we change his name to Geeko? We'll also change his password to GWAVACon Rocks. And we'll leave all of the other information the same. Or we can add other users if we see fit, but at this point, we'll just leave it with the one. Let's go ahead and edit the startup options, which allows us to change our run level. Since we're running GNOME, we might as well stay with the graphical login, but we can choose 1, 2, 3, and 5 for our run levels. Under server settings, currently we can configure a MySQL database if we like. We don't have one, but I wanted you to see the error message that shows up on the side. If you've not completed a configuration somewhere, you'll notice that this sidebar will give you error messages. We can configure the desktop, and we'll automatically log in the user Geeko. And why don't we add a new auto start program? In this case, since I live in a terminal, let's automatically start GNOME terminal. And let's give it a comment. From there, we can adjust the storage and memory as we see fit, and we can move into the personalize menu, where we can choose the booting options. Let's go ahead and change the background. And since we're at GWAVACon, let's upload the Guava logo. Give it a second to upload. Choose our GWAVACon logo, and as you can see, when our appliance boots, it will be branded with Guava branding. So now we can overlay files, which is as simple as either adding a file from the web, or we can upload a file. I've already created a file,